You say no once. Not cruelly, not loudly. Just, I can't tonight. And suddenly, you can feel something change. The person who never noticed the 100 times you showed up notices the one time you didn't. They do not remember the calls you answered when you were tired, the rides you gave, the plans you changed, the favors you said yes to when you wanted to rest. They do not remember how often you made room for them, but they remember your no. And somehow, you are the one who feels guilty. Maybe you know this feeling. You finally say no to something you did not have the energy for. And instead of relief, you feel panic. You replay your message. Was I too cold? Should I have explained more? Maybe I should just do it anyway. Maybe it is easier to say yes than deal with this feeling. Because for some people, saying no does not feel like a simple answer. It feels like disappointing someone. It feels like becoming the bad person. It feels like risking love. And that is what makes it so painful. You are not only saying no to a request. Sometimes you are saying no to the version of yourself that learned love had to be earned. Maybe you became the person who understands everyone. The one who never wants to make things harder. The one who says, "It's okay. I understand. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out." Maybe people started depending on you because you were reliable. But somewhere along the way, being reliable became being available all the time. And being kind became abandoning yourself quietly. You said yes when you were exhausted. You said yes when you were overwhelmed. You said yes because you did not want anyone to be upset with you. And people got used to that version of you. The version who bends. The version who makes space. The version who never asks for much. But when you finally stop bending, some people do not see it as growth. They see it as rejection. This is the part that hurts. You can give someone your time for years. You can answer their calls, support them, forgive them, show up for them, carry more than they ever realize. But one day, you say no. And suddenly, they look at you like you changed. Like you became selfish. Like you forgot everything you have done for them. But your no did not erase your kindness. It only revealed what some people expected from it. Because there is a difference between someone appreciating your love and someone feeling entitled to it. A person who truly cares about you may be disappointed sometimes, but they will not punish you for having limits. They will not make you feel guilty for needing rest. They will not turn one boundary into proof that you do not love them. The hardest part is that guilt feels so convincing. It tells you, you are letting them down. You should do more. You are being selfish. But guilt is not always proof that you did something wrong. Sometimes guilt is simply the feeling of doing something new. The feeling of not abandoning yourself this time. The feeling of choosing rest when you were taught to choose everyone else. The feeling of letting someone be disappointed without rushing in to save them from it. And maybe that is the part you are still learning. Other people are allowed to be disappointed. You are not responsible for making sure nobody ever feels uncomfortable around your boundaries. For many people, saying no is not difficult because they do not know how to say it. It is difficult because they are afraid of what happens after. Will they pull away? Will they get angry? Will they stop loving me? Will they replace me with someone easier? But someone who only stays close when you say yes to everything was not close to the real you. They were close to the version of you that never made them uncomfortable. And you deserve relationships where you do not have to earn safety by being endlessly useful. You deserve to be loved when you are tired, when you are unavailable, when you need space, when your answer is no. You are not mean for needing rest. You are not selfish for protecting your time. You are not difficult for having limits. And you are not ungrateful for wanting your life to belong to you too. You can be loving and still say no. You can be generous and still have boundaries. You can care deeply without carrying everything. So the next time guilt shows up after you say no, do not immediately assume you have done something wrong. Maybe you are not becoming cold. Maybe you are becoming honest. Maybe you are finally learning that your yes means more when you are allowed to say no.